What's happening, creatures? Tim Kreitz here, Tim Kreitz Adventures, and look where I am. It's the old abandoned store, and you know what that means. It can only mean one thing. Yes, I'm dragging up and down the interstate to take you guys on another adventure. So we're going that way today. I found an abandoned airfield that was once used by the Air Force to train brand new pilots, and it is totally awesome from what I've seen on satellite imagery. I can't wait to get there. Should be a fun day. You guys stick around. This bike, man, its bark is worse than its bite. It sure does bark, though. Alright, so where we're going today is an old abandoned airfield, as I said, where they used to train new Air Force pilots using the T-41 trainer airplane. The T-41 was basically just a military version of the Cessna 172, which is sort of a ubiquitous airplane in general aviation. The purpose of this training base was basically to weed out the guys who they knew absolutely were not going to be able to fly an airplane. Like, they just couldn't get it up here. It didn't register. So they started them out in these little Cessnas, and no problem, right? You take them up, you give them the basic, 40-hour general aviation course, and the ones who can cut the mustard move on to jets, and they move over to the real Air Force Base, which is just a few miles that way, and go from there. The great thing about this place, it has an observation tower that they used to use to watch the new pilots, and also a hangar where they used to keep the T-41s. Should be getting close here. Looking for Old Airport Road. This is it. Yeah, this is real industrial. Yeah, I can see the hangars down here. Looks like some people work here. There's something going on here. I'm going to go in and ask if I can take pictures and look around. This is actually the old hangar where they used to keep the airplanes. I don't know what it is now. Some kind of work going on in here. Hello. How are you doing? Hey, I was wondering, is it okay if I take some pictures outside of that old observation tower over there? I was just wondering if it's okay if I take some pictures of that old observation tower that's on the side of the building over there.
Right here?
Yeah.
How long is that be?
Like 5-10 minutes tops.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Cool. All right. This was all an apron right here, and you can see where the taxiways go out to the runways, which are still largely intact. That's impressive. Alright, so now I want to take you guys to the actual former airbase. It's just a few miles that way, and I think you'll enjoy it. I've taken you there before, but there's some things I haven't shown you that are aviation related. I don't know what it is about places like that, honestly. I mean, part of it, obviously, is that I do like ghost town type stuff, but I also like aviation stuff. The main thing is, and I've discovered this about myself just by doing Tim Kreitz Adventures video, I love discovering the stories of those places. It's just so much fun and so interesting to me to be able to figure out the life's work that people put in at places like that, the things that were accomplished. We're a stronger nation as a result of places like that. Now it sits in ruins. There's a guy and his crew inside the old hangar, which thankfully is at least still being used. They're building guardrails for the highway. The story is ever evolving and changing, and I love discovering it. I love discovering that kind of stuff, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. Awesome aircraft display. Way over there, that's the old abandoned control tower from Webb Air Force Base. I could probably go over there, I could probably go right up to it, but it's a ways over there and I would have to go down through all the prisons to get to it, and I'm on a really loud bike and I'm just kind of not going to draw attention to myself today. Maybe another time. The only bad thing about these January rides is that the days are short. Here in West Texas, you know, the sun only gets up to about maybe 34, 35 degrees declination, and your time is limited. So I try to keep these day rides, especially the ones I go on by myself, to about 100 miles or so. And that's what this ride will be, is about 100 miles. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Tim Kreitz Adventures. I know I certainly did. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and we'll see you next time. Peace!